やるんか。
Because I believe. Yes.
失っとった。ほんますんません。
せや、これがこれで、これですね。どこ行くねん。
You're really rich. What's all this then? Screw your little sales tax. You want us to pay a tax every time we buy something? You bloodsuckers, you bleed the whole country dry. I understand, your anger is justified. But it's a necessary evil for the sake of the nation's people. Get stuff. You gotta pay a sales tax on the transit that you're wearing and then bureaucrat. This tax is only meant to keep the common people down. Yeah, you vulture. That younger guy is sure taking some heat over some kind of tax issue. Guess it's my lucky day to run it with some of my rich bureaucrats trying to spring the sales tax on us all alone in a back alley no less. I don't like your tone, sir. I represent the voice of the general populace, and I'm here to tell you what fucking fixed. Yeah, why don't we give you a little test of public opinion? Then you'll know what oppression feels like. Please, calm down. Violence isn't the answer. Don't do it. Uh-oh, this spot's about to boil over.
そらワクワクですやん。
Let's just have a second mission launch bay. Please calm down. Shut this up. Hey fellas, let's tone it down. Let's just ganging up on one guy. Have a little pride, huh? What? You don't know who this cockroach is, do you? It's the pencil pushing dick that came up with the sales tax. Sales tax? What? Don't you watch the news? It's a new tax. They're going to start charging you next year. Every time you buy something, they're going to charge you the 30% more as tax. Isn't that ridiculous? What? That is some bullshit. This guy's a douchebag? That's highway robbery. Weird. Whoa. I about lost it for a second there. Listen, guys, I totally understand why it pissed you off, but beating this guy to a pulp isn't gonna make the sales tax go away, is it? Who gives a shit? The government needs to know what the people think of their shit policies in a way they'll understand. Direct action. Yeah, power to the people. If you ain't part of the solution, you're part of the problem. You wanna stick up for this mosquito, then we'll show you the power of the masses too. So what you're really after is blowing off steam. Sure, see how far that gets you with me. Prepare for the revolution, asshole. sorry, I was on offline. It won't happen again. Holy cartridge surface all's fast.
あの
Thank you for stepping in. Those people were out for blood. I'm telling Matsuzato. Tell you, as in the sun. If I may, can I buy your drink this time? That's a good name. I'm Majima. No need for anything.
Yeah.
But... Oh no, I absolutely insist. Sounds like I got your work cut out for you though. Oh, you some kind of political big shot? Well, I don't have much in the way of reference or power, but I am in a position to help steer the country. I had certain goals for a contract and some taxation policy, but I wasn't prepared to take it forward suddenly. They're dragging a thing called the government. Even if you're careful, people are gonna be pissed when you steamroll. But you're trying to make this country a better place to live, right? You gotta take some pride in that. Do you think so? I think people would be unhappy with the new text, but only on a logical level. And I saw how emotional they got about it. Well, it was fun too. If they find out that the sales tax is only the tip of the iceberg, and that there are more taxes on the way, I think how the people will live. What? More taxes on top of the sales tax? Right, nothing's set in stone yet, but we're considering many more effective ways to generating revenue streams. In fact, at tomorrow's conference, I have to give a talk on some of those proposals. That's so. Well, I guess with everyone making such good money these days, you can fault the government for not wanting to get their hands in it. Yes, but as you've seen firsthand, we have to consider public opinion. I wonder if I can really come up with a tax policy that everyone could live with. Good luck with that. Even if they're throwing cash into the fireplace, nobody wants the government to hold out its hands. Yeah, that's where I'm stuck. I haven't found a right balance and I'm a little lost at the moment. Well, I can say I understand a little of what you're trying to do, but take care of that country for us, alright? Wait, Majima-san, can you help me just once more? Huh? You got another mob waiting to string you up? Oh no, not that. I want to get your views on taxation. What? I know less than nothing on the subject of taxes. That's why you're perfect. You see, I just had this idea. Perhaps someone who is completely ignorant of taxation can offer an entirely different perspective. You think? Please, Majima-san. It's no exaggeration. The fate of this country rests on your shoulders. Will you please give me advice on taxation policy? Okay. You win. Let's talk some taxes. Thank you. Your insight will be invaluable. But this is hardly the place for it. Can we go somewhere more appropriate? Sure, lead the way. Now you better keep in mind that not the first thing about tax policy, but expect much from you. No, that's exactly why I asked you. I know you'll have some unique insights not done by typical conventions. So you're basically hoping to strike gold in a copper mine? Well, let's just make sure you're not completely in the dark with a basic question. Sure. Majima-san, do you know why the government collects taxes from people? Taxes are basically the government's way of making sure that people pay up on their debts for protection, right? You mean you think the people are paying the government protection money? I mean, it's not far off, but not quite. Taxes are collected primarily for providing public services, education and medical care, the police, fire departments, and so much more are paid for by taxes. They pay for services that the people need to survive. Oh, so that's what happens. Exactly. They also serve other purposes as it pertains to general wealth, but we don't need to go into that much detail. Like I said, there's a whole lot I don't know. Oh, but aren't you interested in where your money goes? Well, it's good to know more about taxes. Yeah, I'm getting a proper schooling here. Okay, let's shift to the main thing. Majima-san, if you were in the position of collecting taxes from the people, what would you tax? Why not charge taxes on adult entertainment? Adult entertainment? I see. I agree that levying taxes on non-essential entertainment services is the right idea, but the problem with the adult industry is the huge variety of services they offer. S&M clubs, erotic massages, cabarets, big shows. Many businesses are so Oh, vague about the services as they offer as well. Setting a tax guideline would be a nightmare. Yeah, I guess you're right. Didn't even think of that. But damn, Tayo, Chan, you sure know your adult entertainment business? I haven't a clue what you're talking about, actually. Right. What else do you think would have potential for taxation? I think something that's closely tied to everyday living would have the best potential. Tax tied to everyday living, huh? Pretty sure. How about putting a tax on the air we breathe? A tax on the air? Yeah, only the dead don't need the stuff and you can tax them anyway. You'll be collecting tax from every single living soul. How's that? That's very interesting. In the eh, eh, in the 18th century France, there was a finance minister who floated the same idea as you, Majima-san. Oh yeah? How'd that go? The French people were outraged and the protests got quite violent. The briefing tax was quashed. The minister who proposed it was fired within a year of uh, the debacle, in fact. Oh, I guess it failed then. Can you blame the people? A tax on briefing would be getting a little too far, perhaps. I suppose so. Majima-san, anything else? Do you have anything else to say on the matter of taxation? Anything else about taxation? Mm. Oh yeah, right. Well, I was thinking about how that sales tax those goofballs were all well built up about. Yes? So next year we gotta start paying 3% on top of everything we buy, right? Yes, that's how it works. Well, why stop at 3%? Sure, you can go in at that rate, but wouldn't you get more if you upped it up? That would be impossible. Majima-san, you saw what happened. Just a 3% tax cost so much outrage people wanted to tear me apart. The church more would probably end in open revolt. No, Tayo-chan, you ain't thinking. People are pissed because you sprang a new thing on them, and you had to turtle up. You gotta think about the long game. The long game? Familiarity is a scary thing, my friend. Sure, people are bitching and moaning about this shiny new tax, but once it becomes a regular part of life, then move on to the next thing to bitch and moan about. And that's when you start gradually turning the screws. Every time you hike it up a little, you'll get some more blubbering. But they won't be screaming bloody murder like the first time you introduce the text. Wanna know why? Because they'll be used to getting screwed. If something they've already accepted gets a little worse, it's just the facts of life doing what they do. So if you wanna pull in a cash, you gotta have a plan to really amp up that sales tax. Majima-san, I'm getting goosebumps. And I think you're terrifying, actually. Are you even on off this earth? You really wanna know? No, not really. Then, if the sales tax were to be raised, how high do you think it should go? How high should it go, huh? You're starting at 3%, right? Let me see here. Maybe around 5%. I see, 5%. Yes, considering the burden it represents to the people, that sounds appropriate. But I get the feeling that would only be a temporary solution. That's so. Just thinking of what I'd be comfortable with, personally. It'd be best if it went higher. Maybe if we went from the initial 3% up to 5%, waited a little longer, then hiked it up to the proposed 8%, and eventually we'd end up with the muttering under your breath, Tayo-chan. Oh, sorry, I was lost in my thoughts. Majima-san, I'm so glad I took the time to speak with you. You're a wealth of ideas. Yeah? Well, that was useful. Useful doesn't begin to describe it. Please take this. It's just a token of my thanks. That goes. Okay, I'm gonna get going. I need to get back to the hotel and prepare my presentation for the tax conference tomorrow. Attaboy, do your country proud, you hear? Will do, Majima-san. I'll be sure to work in your advice. See you. Never figured I'd be in a position to give a guy in the business of running our country advice. Tayo-chan seemed to get the handle on how to go about checking up taxes too. Good for him. Wait, checking up taxes? Did I just... If taxes go up, is it my fault? Nah, no way. Gonna keep coming tears on Wait, I'm not having Wait. Well, I do. Achar, procurar buscar os fatos também. Vou fumar um pouquinho. Ali assim. Podemos comer este. Deixa eu fazer um salário. Vou fazer um salário. O resto da massa, ontem. Opa, meu resto dos bifes. O resto dos bifes também. Aqui as coxinhas. Estava tudo sem comida. Pode ser sem comida. Pode ser sem comida.
さあ、魚はとりあえず金出せ。やるんか。
Não vou explicar isso. Não, tem que conectar com tudo bem. Pelo que eu estou pensando. Aventura ontem tanto lembrar que nos vamos fazer. Deitar. Mas foi para deitar.
うちのメス後悔すんなよ。勘弁してください。許してください。いや、
When the double wheel is supposed to be looking around, she wearing a red cloak. Not seeing there though. It's true. Check it out, fellas. We got ourselves a sucker. We got a problem. We came here hoping to meet a lovely lady, didn't we? That's the big deal. She doesn't exist. Wait a second. What is the sexy lady you're looking for? Como é que este a terceira casa plástica estás a falar naquela direção?
São depois dois, quatro fatias. Vamos fazer a primeira das duas.
何やて
Would you fools as the pretty handwriting? Really? Are you thick or what? There was never a woman. She doesn't exist, you dumbass. Damn it all. All it takes is the scent of a woman to get dumb shits like you to come running, their tongues out and their dicks popping out of the zipper. You should see the looks on their faces when we beat the shit out of them and take everything worth taking. Strangest thing. Ooh, they never seem to go to the cops afterward. Guess nobody wants to tell the fuss that ain't let their dicks do the thinking. They goddamn clever, ain't they?
Huh?
Oh, it's clever, alright. You finally figured it out? Then get ready to lose those fancy clothes and all the cash I got on you. Skip with the we're sorry, but I'll stop learning people feel for very handwriting. Please stick to the three of us. So, serves me right for it was. It's a man back home to begin with. If I was a woman being there sending a man in a particular brain on my ass. Wait, the bathroom? Yeah. We were writing a bulletin board on the train station and I heard the name
Huh?
What? Well, screw it anyway. You fools better not have to go get back to this kind of dumb fuckery ever again. Got it? Yes, sir. Never again. Yo, Chuck, wait for me. So, yeah, right for being available. Although I ain't gonna forget this for a long while. What's the menu so nice? What do you think coming after all? What a shame. And then...
Outros férias. Ficar com isso e estragando. Mas também não tem até hoje, então. Para estragar.